like a lot of other students, people around the world, did not utilize my Thanksgiving break for work. Every year I've been like, okay, I'm gonna use Thanksgiving break to do this, 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 and this to get ahead really for the end of the year. It's not what happened. I have made a already done list of the things that I need to do. So this morning I'm gonna tackle the top part of the list and try to do some schoolwork and work that I've just been putting off. I've been realizing if I start breaking things down into smaller time gaps and stop telling myself, oh, this is what I need to get done in the entire 24 hours. Instead, this is what I want to get done in 30 minutes or 15 to an hour. And just surprising myself by how much I actually get done, because it is more than I would think. I got 90% of my list done. I did the outline for my slides. I got on top of my emails, sorted out how I want to handle my TA stuff for the rest of the day. It's 12:40. My goal is to be out of the house by 1.
It's 1 p.m.
I took off the hood just so I could breathe. My car.
Put you on, bitch. Put you down.
Martin music. Is it a lesson? Tell me.
Any other thing, love me in the right way.
I hope you got through it with no complications.
Know what they say, I can soon made it grow. I'm on.
Okay, I'm getting my shoes to put on right now as we speak. Just got to the donation center. I've got all this stuff in the back that I'm gonna drop off, and then I'll run over into Walmart. Could you recommend me one of the like winter drinks? Okay, I'll do that, please. Trying this caramel brulee iced latte. I think it might taste like stomach ache in a plastic cup. But let's see. I don't think I know the difference between roast. Like when people are like, I'm gonna have a light roast and a dark roast, I could intuit that means what the roast looks like, but is that a stronger taste of coffee bean? Like what's the roast business about? I don't mind this, but it doesn't taste like anything particularly Christmassy. Since I have coffee, let's also do a current reads update. I want to say 80% into Burn Bright, and I've loved it so far. I was so nervous about Krista and Becca expanding this empire because I read the Addicted Calloway Sister series, and there's the Like Us series. All of these characters and spin-offs that they've made, I couldn't really get into the bodyguard type of thing just because that's not my niche for romance. But Connor and Rose being my favorite core couple, I needed this to be good, but I also was nervous about like it not being good enough. These two deserve to write multiverses of characters. I talked about before how authors need to go back to writing standalones. What works so well about this is that Ben and Harriet, Ben is a cobalt. Yes, you still feel the aura of what it is to be a cobalt, but it allows them to be the main characters. I can appreciate Rose and Connor as parents, Reich as an uncle. I don't know if Lily and Lauren are going to show up, but I'd assume that it would work the same way. We focus on Harriet and Ben. They're so well-developed characters. The point that I just got to, I'd been thinking, Ben, just tell us what's going on. Just tell us what's going on. And Ben couldn't tell us what's going on. It has just been perfect so far, and I don't expect that to change anytime soon. I have about the last 60 pages left, so I'll save all of my thoughts for that. This is surely going to be a 5-star read. I also think that they picked the perfect character to start off this new series with. So we will talk more on this when I finish it. Now, I am reading Lilith. You guys saw me pick this up in Barnes & Noble the other day, and this is a retelling of Adam's first wife. I'd say this book is for the girls, the gays, the theys that have B-centered men, but also a little bit of religion in their life this year. Because when you start to look at the Bible as mythology, as mythological text, because that's what it is, and that's fine. But when you start to look at it like that, I think it allows you to have other experiences and take other things in. And I was always so curious about Lilith because heard about her, but not really talked about in the Bible, definitely not talked about in children's church, anything like that. So this just kind of explains the way that Lilith sees Adam, God, creation. So far, it's been so much fun. I'm interested in mythology and texts like that, but I don't usually know the different characters. But this one, I know the characters, I know the story. So I'm excited to see some of the people that she runs into. I'm only 14% in, but this is one that I like stop everything that I'm doing to read. With Burn Bright, I kind of will listen to it while I'm doing other things. But this one, I'm like underlining the text because when I get done, I want us to have a conversation and discussion about this. Oh, I didn't give this drink a rating. I would give it a 7 out of 10 Christmas bows. Fly, we can fly in the sky in the night. I think I could say every day. There are a couple songs that I listen to every day. Love Me JJ is one. Olympian is another. Life's crazy, scary. I just need to hear them once a day. Uh-oh, it's that time of the year. My check engine, or not my check engine, my tire light is on. I don't know how to see how much air is in it. Okay, well, if anything, that was a time for me to go ahead and head home. I think I've just been still for too long on this cold ground. My tires are fine, but I'm gonna head home. Well, it's later. I got home. I'm really tired. I tried reading a couple pages of this. I read like 30 pages, or I listened to some of that and realized I was zoning out. I think this is a book that I like to read in the mornings or just like during the daytime. It's not a very friendly bedtime read. I've decided to DNF Dream State by Eric Puncher, and this might not be a DNF forever. This is probably a return to. This is the type of book that I would enjoy in the summer, just not right now. It's not the vibes that I want for my December reads. I am on a hunt though to find a good novella. Something about December and January, I just love a good, quick, short, fast story. So the one that I am going to start today is Million Dollar Surrogate by Miss Lady P. I'll tell you how this goes. I'm excited. I'm gonna read a couple pages of this and fall asleep. I'll see you guys in the morning for chapter 2 of our Advent romance. Good morning, everyone. To say that I tossed and turned all night would be the understatement of the year. December 2nd is today, and I'm going to slice into our book. This chapter goes from page 21 to page 33, so I'll see you guys back here in a couple of pages. Our girl Annie, she's got a new nickname now. She has just failed a economic quiz, so she's still stuck in that mentality. I need to drop out. What am I meant for? What am I doing? Then she goes to the library to study, and she locks eyes with this med student, and we learn his name is Romeo. She thinks he's cute in the same way that she describes everything else, very literally. Tells us that he's funny, he's tall, he's tan, he's got a scar on his face, and she likes him. So the two of them go to get a coffee together. They do some talking, and obviously she's like, he's funny, he's hot, I'm in love. His name is Romeo. Never met a Romeo before, so he's perfect. We do know that Romeo is our love interest because his name is on the back. Gavin's name is not anywhere on the back. But speaking of Gavin, Gavin comes to pick Annie up from the library. And when they're sitting in the car, he's double parked in the middle of the street. They made a point to bring that up, so it's important. He's sitting in the car, she's sitting with him, and then he starts to roll back. Next thing you know, they look back and he's briefly hit Romeo with the back of his car. So now they get out and all three of them are kind of interacting and he's like, oh my gosh, Gavin, Romeo in the same situation. Romeo, I'm thinking, is like, this is the girl I love, and this is the guy she's with. And then Gavin is just not concerned about anything but money in the back of his bumper. All right, that is a wrap on Vlogmas Day 2. I will see you tomorrow. Same place, but maybe different time. Bye.